Oh boy. Well, welcome y'all. I looked up and saw that red light and said, "Oh, so what it do, y'all? Welcome to the new episode of Tech File. We ain't gonna hold y'all up because this is storm of brewing. We trying to get home, so let's get to it." Welcome to episode 343 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. I'm Comfy, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me.
I was like, Lord have mercy.
I like this motherfucker, dog. He got like, it's all comfy and shit.
Man, I thought he was going to say something fragrant as a motherfucker, boy.
You thought he was going to be a freaky frog?
Oh, yeah, I thought.
No.
Freaky ass.
No, I'm chilling, dog. What you mean? I don't like these slanderous allegations against me.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I am the Eric J.
Only known as
the Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, Kato. Yeah. Keep it that way. That old gimmick ain't gonna work. All right, y'all. So some housekeeping before we get into the slate for the week. Make sure if you have not already, subscribe to the YouTube.
Do it.
Make sure you subscribe when you see our videos come up. Make sure you like them. That helps with the algorithm, helps other people find us. And we need it. We need it. So please bring that energy over to the YouTube. As a reminder, we record every Tuesday around 7 p.m. Central Time live. So come be part of the show. Come join us. Interact with us. We be calling comments out and things like that. So come be part of the show. Let's see. Also, rate, review, 5 stars or better on any audio platform that you listen to this podcast on. Jazz hands it up. That's right. And of course, please, y'all, tell a friend, tell somebody about what it is that we do here at Tech File. Like, show us what that word of mouth do. We need to know.
Make them come quick.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ.
Make them come quick to Tech File, y'all.
Hey, man. Put that on the shirt.
AKA Mr. I'm Comfy.
All right, y'all. The game that needs a name. We are doing players in the conference finals this year. So if you're unfamiliar with the game that needs a name, it is a rapid fire memory game where we choose a topic, as you just heard, players in the conference finals in the NBA. You say someone, so it might go like Luka Doncic, and you got to keep going. You cannot repeat. You get about 5 seconds to answer, and the last person remaining wins. We'll go in tech order. So Tim, Eric, myself, and then Ken, until the last person is remaining.
Almost fucked up the first name.
Lord Jesus. All right.
He first.
Conference finals players. Go.
All right.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Jason Tatum.
Luka Doncic.
Kyrie.
Anthony Edwards.
Jaylen Brown.
PJ Washington.
God damn. I'm out. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, too late. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Drew Holiday.
Derek Lively.
Peyton Pritchard.
Derek White.
Jason Tatum.
I said that.
Wasn't listening.
Oh, yeah. He's
Fuck!
out of there. He's out of there.
Because I was... damn.
Come to Papa.
That was a quickie, bro. We was in and out. Draw through.
Damn.
Man.
I'm mad.
Should have paid attention.
Upset.
I definitely did not hear Jason Tatum. I was probably already thinking.
Because I was going to just keep rolling with Minnesota. Then I was I'm going to switch it up. I should have stuck with my plan.
Nope,
Doing too much. I was going to have minutes. Pause.
He's uncomfortable.
He's off to a hot start.
Right. So, y'all, did anybody say Anthony Edwards?
I did. That was my second
Yeah,
name.
he did.
Oh, okay.
Because I was about to say Cat Williams. That's what I said. I was going to fuck up his first name.
Cat Williams.
Jeff was in the comments and he asked, so I had to make sure. All right. So for the topics this week, y'all, we're going to talk about the conference finals and NBA, of course, talk about our predictions as well.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to that, we're going to talk WWE King and Queen of the Ring preview. And then we're going to do an NFL segment where we do a little drafty draft situation here. That should be kind of fun looking at the schedule. Some quick hits, and we're going to be up out of here. So let's get started. So first and foremost, we always got to hold ourselves accountable and take a look at what we said was going to happen and see if it actually happened. So when looking at our NBA playoff prediction records,
Playoffs.
that man Tim in the lead. He is 10-2 with his
boss.
playoff predictions this season. This past round, he only got the Knicks wrong. Shout out
So
to you.
really, it's just the Pacers that's throwing you off.
Yeah. Truly.
Yeah, Milwaukee in the
Trying
first
to get
round.
the motherfuckers up out of here, bro.
Hey, myself and Eric are both 9-3. This past round, me and Eric got caught up on the same two teams, the Knicks and the Thunder. And then Ken is 8-4. This past round, he went 3-1. He only got the Knicks wrong there. So
Yeah.
trying to catch up. Of the teams that are eliminated here, any surprises?
Of the teams that are eliminated?
Yes, from this round that we got. We all had the Knicks here, so I'm
Yeah, I
guessing
was about to say the Knicks.
that's the biggest surprise it feels
Yeah.
like for Tech File.
It was disappointing.
I mean, after watching the series, it wasn't all that surprising just because of the injuries.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't all that surprising because of the number of injuries that they had. It's like,
For me, that was a surprise. Because of the injuries.
Didn't expect all of them.
But Thibodeau.
but I mean, at the end, they had 6 players that Tibbs was willing to play. It got really hazy really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I'm like, shit, Indiana better win this series because you're playing against a team that's missing half its rotation. So, which again, round 1 they got a bunch of injury luck. So, I ain't gonna be a hater, but. When the Bucks won their title, John Horst is the first person to say it takes skill, it takes great coaching, and it also takes a little bit of luck.
Yep.
Because
Injury luck.
injuries happen. The playoffs are really long. What, 2 months, 2.5 months?
Damn.
Yeah.
And you're playing high intensity minutes,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the Knicks because you playing a lot of minutes.
Playing all of them.
Josh Hart.
The body can only take so much.
Josh Hart. That was an injury waiting to happen, bro. He did 48 minutes back to back.
Yeah.
Come on, fam.
And then he played the
And
next 2 quarters after
He
that.
a workhorse too. He constantly moving,
And
constantly doing something.
And they probably had practice at some point.
No, they ain't have probably.
No.
But I don't know.
Joakim Noah just told a story about Kyle Korver
Mm.
when they were on the Bulls playing for Tibbs, and they were he was just sitting in his car, didn't want to go into practice because he was so tired.
I don't blame him. Shit, I blame Thibodeau for Derrick Rose.
A lot of people do.
I do, and that Derrick Rose is one of my all-time favorites. And he worked my nigga too hard, fam.
That is what they.
Fuck him. So he on that list.
I say, granted, I picked Minnesota, but that was after they were already up 2-0, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Denver is the most surprising to me.
Okay.
Because especially once they took the lead after Game 5, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
they've withstood,
yeah.
they've settled in, they know what to do with this team,
Mm-hmm.
and then Game 6 was a blowout, and Game 7 they lost a 20-point lead. It's
Game 7 was. I was just
That was a
watching
great
it
game.
What is happening? That was a great
game.
series.
Yeah.
A great series to have a
Yeah.
couple of blowouts in it too, because
Mhm.
each of the blowouts was a what?
Yeah, what happened right now?
First 2 blowouts in Denver.
Well, the
Minnesota
first game
with
was
the
kind of
wins.
close. If I remember correctly.
I thought they both were 20-point blowouts.
No, not the first 2. I think the second one.
Yeah,
for
the
sure
second
was
one
the
for sure
blowout.
was that was a blowout for sure.
But I think the first game was within 10.
yeah, that one got down to clutch-ish.
Ant-Man, that's all you got.
Man.
Watching him hoop, bro. I love his energy. He a fucking dog, fam. How can you not enjoy watching him? And it's I'm the Mavs is my second team, so I want them to win because I want Luka to go to the finals. But it's Ant deserve that shit, fam. Real talk. If it's anybody that you can root for or you should jump on the bandwagon, he definitely is the kid.
84 Mike?
Yeah, bro. I was he a dog. I love
People
watching
gotta
him.
stop acting like Michael Jordan is just sacred cow that just can't be brought up in any conversation. It's like eventually somebody's going to be better than Michael Jordan. It's going to happen at some point in the history
look
of
just like
basketball.
him.
Arguably, it already has.
It's not, and it's not.
All right. The sequel was not better than the original.
Come on now.
I'm just here to tell
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Speaking of real quick, I did just see like SportsCenter had a little snapshot on the Mamba 8 looking at how that team has been doing since the passing of Kobe. I didn't expect to be crying at like 9 o'clock this morning. I was watching it like, this is so beautiful because the plan with the Mamba 8 was for them to stay together through high school. Like just even go to the same high school in addition to the AAU team and all keep playing together. And the 5 remaining girls did all go to the same high school together. They kept playing. And every single year on the anniversary of the deaths, they go out to like this beach and they have roses for each of the people and they throw the like together. Like the girls have come together and it's really beautiful to see.
Literally growing up together.
For sure.
To graduating?
Yeah, this is their senior year.
Damn.
That's how. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's how fast time is flying, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
That
was 4 years ago.
I was just gonna say 4 years.
4 years ago.
And still to this day, bro, I had moments where I just be chilling, and he be like, "Damn, like Kobe go, fam." Like, it don't even feel. Like I still remember where I was at. I was just talking to the missus about that, and she was like, "I remember you coming to the car crying," and she thought she didn't know what was going on. Like, what's going on?
You're like, what's wrong with the baby?
Yeah, I was like, Kobe, though. She was like, "Oh shit." Yeah.
No, I couldn't believe it. I thought of you first. I was just like, "Oh my." I don't want to.
My phone was blowing up. I was like, damn. I was like, that made me realize even more. I was like, damn, I really fuck with this nigga.
Yeah.
Because if everybody around me, even my parents, like hit me, he was like, damn, like you good.
Right?
I was at the chest, nigga. I was out of there.
Man,
It's a tangent, but like, is there anybody for the other 3 of us that is like, if something happened to that person, the first person you would think of is one of us? I know it would have been Prince for you.
my phone did blow up when Prince died. I took that one hard.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Nah.
That's a good question.
Because I don't think y'all understand. I can't think of any of y'all being stands or nobody like that though.
The only other person I'm gonna like to stand for is like Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
Something happened to Jay-Z, check on me.
Well, that's the word. I was like,
I definitely
the
would think
entire
you
world
first
gonna
with
be hurt for that one. Yeah.
Shit.
I don't think I got nobody.
Yeah.
Because last, like, before Prince, it was Amy Winehouse. They got me. Like, Amy Winehouse had me in my chest body.
Before Kobe, Whitney Houston. That was mine. Because we go up every Saturday morning. We was listening to Whitney Houston cleaning the crib. It went from Whitney Houston to like gospel music to jazz.
That's gonna take a minute because I know there was a celebrity kind of got me like, oh damn, that sucks. But
We'll end this here and then get back on topic. I will say with Prince's death, it made Tim like dive into Prince's discography. There was like a couple month stretch here where Tim was like my best friend because we used to talk about Prince every day. Tim would text me like, "Have you heard Computer Blue?" And I'm like, "Yeah, nigga,
that was my shit."
He thought he was putting you on to some shit.
That was my favorite.
Like, you gotta hear this.
Computer Blue was on repeat for at least like a week straight.
Oh shit!
At least a week straight.
It's this new artist out. His name Prince. Old ass song.
He played the guitar.
It was like my mom used to like Prince, but I was a Mike fan, so I like. Yeah. She used to play Prince, and I wasn't tripping about it. Like
he
big
ended up coming by the crib. He watched Purple Rain for the first time with me and Noman at the crib. Like, he was
Morris
like,
Day, my nigga.
Man, listen.
That motherfucker.
Morris Day still at it too.
With Jerome, my boy.
He's still at
in the
it.
mirror. Jerome. All right. Hey, I mean, listen, we've been here for 7 years, and we can go on tangents all we want to.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Denver one shocked me. I did think the Wolves were gonna win game 7. When the Wolves won game 6, I was like, the Wolves have to win this series. And then that game 7 started, and I was like, what's happening?
And the craziest thing too about being a Laker fan is that we automatically became Wolves fans. Yeah. Like real talk, like I see y'all niggas. Fuck them. Fuck Denver and everything they stand for. Fuck the organization. Fuck Joker. Fuck Mike. Everything they stand on. Fuck them.
You know, I came in front. Like, I don't like Knicks fans, but I was definitely a Knicks fan by the end of that series.
I mean,
I cannot stand.
I got a Knicks fan at work. I had to just wrote him a note at the beginning of the series. Like, Knicks ain't gonna do shit.
No, he was saying
asshole.
Never mind.
No, I got it. Like, it was one I was kind of fucking with, but I like their the way the Knicks are about their team is what you would consider like what you think of when you think of fandom. Like the way that they are as far as they riding with them, rather this win, lose, or draw, they fuck the other team. They still talking about Trae Young for some reason.
Dude, to this day.
But it's like,
just think about, because of just how their core fan base is, just think about how nuts it would be for them to win a fucking finals. To win the championship, bro, that'll be, bro, like the city will be on fire. But it would be a great thing to see, though, too.
That would be like if the Cowboys won.
Shout out to Triple T. He called them the Cowboys of the NBA.
I mean,
it makes sense.
It's like, damn.
It makes sense. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, won shit since the 90s, so, yeah.
Sly in the comments says Stephen A came in clean too, just to see his squad lose. He had a whole walk-in.
Did he?
Yes.
I missed that.
He was clean.
Yeah, that was like the silver lining of Indiana advancing. Was like, at least Stephen A. Smith gonna be sad.
I seen like the next day on First Take when they had like the little opening and shit like that, and he was crying, and Shannon was consoling him.
So before we move on from the teams that ain't in it no more, Thunder thoughts. Thunder losing that series to the Mavericks. I mean,
I saw it coming.
Ken and Tim had the Mavericks winning that series. Me and Eric thought the Thunder would win it. So just thoughts on the Thunder being out.
They young, bro. Like for them to have gotten to where they are within a year, honestly, well, 2 years in essence. Because like Jalen Williams, he was a rookie last year, one of the best players that they have this year. Chet was a rookie last year, one of the best players they got on the team this year. Like the squad as a whole, like hell, even the other Jalen Williams, like the squad as a whole jumped from last year to this year. Last year they were still pretty good, like, but in the last 2 years, it's like okay. And I was looking at a clip. I think I put it in our group chat. Where the reporter asked Cat Williams. I'm not Cat Williams. Carl Anthony. I don't know because we were talking about the Cat Williams shit before we started. But Carl Anthony Towns, it was like, yeah, you know, usually you got to lose on a bigger stage before you can win. And it's like, but shit, how much losing you want us to do? We ain't won shit in like 20 years. But it's kind of like that with them. Like, this could be their lost on a big stage for them, or their big loss for them. And now next year they're like, okay, we've been here. We're gonna take the next step forward.
I brought it up last week where I was saying, like, we have to remember, like, this is basically everybody's first time through the playoffs. Like, Shea has a little bit of playoff experience, but like nobody else in that rotation did, and their coach hadn't. So it was a learning experience, and I do think that there is a reason why, like, that is conventional wisdom, that you have to have playoff heartbreak to kind of break through. Like, nobody really gets their run in year one. Like, there's always like a series or two in the years prior where it's like, okay, like, we're here, we got a taste of it. You know what I mean? Like, so the fact that they went from like a 30-something win team to number one seed in the West.
That's huge. That's a huge.
That's huge progress. Like, they know that Shea is bona fide stamp star.
Yeah.
You can book it.
Jalen Williams had a terrible series as far as I was concerned, but like, he'll only be better.
Clarify
from
which Jalen Williams you're talking about.
The starter.
The better one.
The better one.
But I do like big Jalen Williams, like off the bench, like as a bench big.
The bench one is J-Dub, right?
No.
J-Dub is the starter.
Yep.
The nickname's thrown out.
Oh, okay. I thought he was the big man too.
No.
Okay.
Starter, Will is the.
Oh, okay.
The bench. Okay.
All right.
Dort was.
I mean,
to do his thing too.
That's part of what this series revealed. It was just like Shea was consistent. Game in and game out, he was consistent in Game 7. He had 36, 38 in Game 7.
Yeah.
Just didn't have enough help around him.
Just lanky as fuck, bro. Like, he just hit this floater real quick.
On the other side, Dallas had help. Like,
and then shout out to Jason Kidd. Like, he coached his ass off this series. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, he was making the adjustments, especially when Luka was down. Like, they was making the right adjustment. Shout out to Kyrie too. Kyrie has been playing amazing, fam. And I love that. Like, he's one of my favorite players. But like, I love, after all the shit that he went through, all the shit that he was saying that was calling, anti-Semitic and all of this stuff. But seeing him be like having, like, I would say, like a mini redemption tour for I would say is like pretty dope.
That's how people are looking at
it. And it's dope because he even articulates himself even better. Like how he talks in interviews, like it's not like how he was before. And you can tell that everything that he does is doing it with meaning and with purpose.
I'll say this. You said he's been playing well, which I agree with, but we still haven't seen like Kyrie consistently scoring.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, but see, they still win.
He's been affecting the game in other ways.
Exactly. He scored 9 points, but still give you damn near like 15 to say. But it's just how he is a point guard.
Honestly,
the offense flows through him. Easily.
I mean, it flows through Luka.
Yeah, it does.
To be clear, like if Luka's the point guard, but when you have somebody like Kyrie who's off ball who can spell Luka, like it
frees Luka up,
And Luka hasn't had a great playoffs yet, like
no.
Comparative to what Luka has normally done in the playoff, and of course he's injured, he's playing hurt. We know that, but listen, the Mavericks are just a good team. They built well.
I would love to see them be the champions. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't lie, I
want Luka to get a ring, bro.
This is the series I'm here for.
Get it to him, bro.
No, they ain't got it. I got the Wolves.
We gonna see, bro.
6.
It's gonna be a great series. Like I'm really excited about this series. Because I think they finna just go at each other. I think Ant we already seen what Ant can do, but I feel like he got even another gear and another level that he's trying to go. Because I feel like he's one of those players that I wish that LeBron had Ant in him, if that makes sense. Because LeBron is a dog, but it's like different. Like you can tell Ant right now is like, cause we too close, fam. Like we not for the lose.
He got
like
that.
He has that mentality. Like I'm finna bust your ass. And like he said, he was like, bro, like I was. Yeah, he was like, I'm in my bed. He was like, nigga, I had Murray in handcuffs. Nigga, like what? Like what you mean?
I was like, at the end of the game, he looked at his stats. He said, 6 for 24. I'm trash.
I'm trash.
Like I love that transfer. Like I wasn't shooting the ball well, but again, I found ways to impact it. I also have the Wolves in this series, and that's part of it. Is Luka's health is that ain't, if he was fully healthy and playing like we saw, like I might feel a little bit better about it too. But also, I think the Wolves are equipped to actually guard the Mavericks in a way that
across the board.
Yeah, we haven't seen other teams do, because if they can just keep dudes in single coverage for the most part.
So you got 2 7-footers. That's still, that alone is gonna be.
I mean, I'm thinking just wings too. Because you can put Ant on Kyrie, and then you can put McDaniels on Luka.
Yeah, Dallas bench is long. We got some.
No, Dallas got some size.
Yeah, I was like, we got some size still coming off the bench.
I got this series going 7-4. Like I think it's going to be.
I can see it going 7.
I think it's.
I got Dallas at 6 though. But I can see it going 7.
And like when we were talking about the previous series, I was going to point out that, you know, like the others for Dallas stepped up, whereas the others for Oklahoma City really didn't. Like you had PJ Washington like the first 3 or 4 games where he was like
cooking,
hitting every 3. And then they kind of shut him off, and then Derrick Jones just started hitting shots. So it was like they had other people step up, even if Kyrie and Luka weren't their, you know, their highest form selves. They'll need that, I think, for this next series.
Absolutely.
But I also look at it like, it seems like Minnesota, and it makes sense because their GM is the same GM that built Denver, but like they built their team to beat Denver.
Yeah.
Like that is a team that's geared towards shutting down Nikola Jokic and, you know, like having enough to kind of contend with Murray and the rest of the guys on the perimeter. Dallas is damn near the polar opposite of what Denver is offensively. And, you know, like being in drop against Kyrie or Luka kind of feels dicey. And you can't really funnel them like into your big help because like neither one of them, like they can get to the rim, obviously. Like Kyrie's one of the best, but they're also good in the mid range. They're also good at like snaking pick and rolls. They're really good at, you know, like pick and pop. Like they're a team that can, they're those 2 players specifically are guys that can hit you in different ways.
Yeah.
Whereas like, and they have 2 of them, whereas Denver only had Jamal Murray. And then again, like I said, like Jokic kills you in a bunch of different ways, but it's not that. Which, yes, you have McDaniels, yes, you have Ant. Mike Conley is steady, consistent. He's Mike Conley. We know who he is, right? Yeah. But like, I do think that you need a different set of tools to beat Dallas than you did for Denver.
You don't think that Minnesota has versatility?
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that like looking at like what was successful for Minnesota against Denver doesn't necessarily portend to what's going to be necessary to be successful against Dallas.
Yeah, I still think they got it.
I feel like it'd be a little easier for them against Dallas than it would be for Denver, just because, partly because of their 3 big men. For example, Naz Reid can still guard a wing, not necessarily saying that he can guard the best wing that they have, but he can move around if they need to.
It's not an instant kill.
And they played all 3 of them at one point. Like it's very interesting the way that they're built, especially defensively. Like, and I've always been a big defensive guy. Like I feel like eventually that defense wears on you. Yeah, your offense can go crazy, but eventually if you're consistent defensively, that shit wears on you. Like it's, and Minnesota's physical. Minnesota is big as hell. Like they will give you problems to a point where they're slowly wearing you down. And then you got Ant still trying to get a bucket. Even if he's trash, he gonna find a goddamn bucket. Like you said, Conley was consistent. Big ass 3 at the end of Game 7 where he had that pump fake, came back, sidestepping, and then turned around and hit that 3. I'm like, damn. Like
Conley also unlocks Anthony Edwards because it allows Anthony Edwards to just go out there and get his buckets. He doesn't have to worry about setting everybody
facilitate
else
none
up.
of that shit. And then you got Cat, he's the most talented, weirdest motherfucking player on the team.
Karl Anthony Towns is the X factor. When Karl Anthony Towns plays well, when he does not do stupid fouls,
often
he's not counting.
often.
That is when, that's when you see the Minnesota Timberwolves at their best. Like, Karl Anthony Towns is definitely a swing, like an X factor piece for them because as he goes, a lot of times they go.
He could hit you with a game where he hit 5 threes. Like,
he has the ability.
Jeez,
it's gonna be a fun series. It's gonna
be
a fun
it's definitely gonna be a fun series.
So, just final predictions again for the record. I got Wolves in 7.
I got him in 6.
Dallas in 6.
I'm gonna reverse jinx both of these series, so I'm gonna go Dallas in 6.
All right. The other series we have here is actually kicking off as we speak. It is Pacers Celtics, and we all have the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, that's all.
Winning in this series in a variety of games. We have 2 gentlemen sweeps predicted by Eric and Ken, while myself and Tim have it going 6. And the only reason I have it going 6, one, we've seen this playoffs. The Celtics always seem to trick.
They always give you one.
And I think the Pacers can take one too.
Yeah.
Like, you just need one of them nights.
They've had one each series
where your transition, you ain't paying enough attention as you need to be, where the Pacers is just shooting really hot. It happens. I can see the Pacers getting more than one of them games where it just happens real quick. All that being said, the Celtics will still win. What a road to the finals the Boston Celtics have. It's always hard also talking about a series as it's starting. Like, literally, it's the first game is happening as we talk.
They have 12-0. Boston.
12-0. That's okay. The Pacers just waking up, y'all.
They got hit in the mouth quick, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it's been like 2 and 3 and 2
Listen,
then 3
if the
then
Celtics
3.
win this series, I would love for someone to come to the press conference wearing a Reggie Miller sweatshirt doing the choking symbol.
Oh yeah.
Wear that shit to the game. Like, don't have it in your bag in case you win. That's some weak ass shit, man. Like, I don't think that I've ever had a player that I've done a complete 180 on quicker that doesn't involve like criminal activity than Tyrese Halliburton. Like, before this playoffs, he from Wisconsin. Like, he plays a fun style of ball. Like, you know, he's one of these young up and comers. Like, he's cool. I wouldn't say I liked him necessarily, but like, I had no problem with Tyrese Halliburton coming into these playoffs. Watching that man for the last 2 series,
he's had enough.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
They really are some front runners. Like, when they down, they are sad
as shit, bro.
On this court. Like, it's not even like there's no ounce of joy. There's no hope. It's just like, oh my God. They look like they. What did Rock say about Cody? Look like he just shot your goofy ass dog. Like, that's what they look like when they down. But when they up, they just puffing their chest, talking shit, yelling, pointing at people in the crowd, talking about you small, but like do it behind somebody's back and not in their face. And then when they look at you, you scratch your nose. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's
fuck out of here.
Not stand in the NFL.
I think that's what makes them detestable. Is like, y'all do all of this shit.
Jesus, this nigga T.I.
Like, dog, so tired of them, dog. Like,
deplorable.
Where you pulling that shit from? Hey, speaking of bags, he went this vocabulary bag on us.
I've always hated that too. Like, even just me personally as like a athlete or a player that if we up, I don't really. Yeah,
they wildin'.
For
I had to look out the window real quick.
Hey, ain't no cloud niggas there. Like, where the clouds at?
Still blue. But no, just like personally as an athlete, still as a player, still like even if we up, I'm not talking shit. Like we just the score. I'm up. You see, I'm up. I'm winning. It is what it is. Like you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back. But I'm not finna be walking around yapping, looking at you and shit like that. Like nah, bro. Because next game you could bust my ass. Like it is what it is. Any given day, any given Sunday, any given game, you can lose.
Yeah, exactly.
So someone always like, well, of course you ain't gonna talk when you're losing because you're losing.
No, I know motherfuckers that talk when they lose
I grew up in
too.
a family
Yeah, I did too.
where trash talkers.
I'm
When the moment the
shit.
game kick off, they start talking. If I start winning, they still talking, saying this is a fluke. I'm about to come back.
Exactly.
Woo, woo, woo.
You gotta talk your way back in it.
And that's what that
I
happens
swear.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I seen even my dad. I've seen my dad on the spades table, down big, still running his mouth, and I would have the greatest satisfaction in beating him because it's like, why are you still talking? Smacking the card down. Why are you
jumping up here?
People like that make me start to talk. Like I'm more like Tim. I don't normally do nothing unless somebody starts with me. Like I'll keep it cool, but if you want to start talking, then we can talk the whole time. Like
I can talk your extra game.
I've talked myself out of a game before too.
That's my problem. I will talk myself out of a game. So I'd rather not say shit.
I mean, it won't surprise anybody. I don't talk when I'm up. I don't talk when I'm down. Like,
even if someone talking to you,
even if they talk to me, like I'm not engaged. Like
it's like a Tim Duncan.
You got it.
Pretty much. But like, yeah, I can't stand that shit. And it's like, it's funny because Bobby Portis said it round one, and then Dante was like consistently pulling everybody's card on that team throughout round two.
So y'all not built like this.
Y'all not. He called him pussy basically.
Uppers?
Yes,
motherfucker, yes. Yes, you.
Yes, you.
Any other time, it's like I've said, like my favorite teams are the Milwaukee Bucks and whoever's playing the Boston Celtics. This is the first time I can ever think of where I'm like, I'm not sure who I'm rooting for in this series because like they could both lose for all I give a shit. Like
nobody want to see Indiana in the finals, man.
I will say every year since Bud took over,
the Bucks curse.
The Bucks have either won a championship or lost to a team that won the Eastern Conference. So if that holds up, that means congratulations to Indiana.
It's gonna break this year. It's gonna break this year. Boston is not about to lose to the Pacers.
You know my motto. Like I always want to lose to the champs or the like. If we're gonna lose, at least win them up. But not this year, bro. Like I just not this year, bro.
So, sorry, question. Round one, obviously Giannis didn't play at all. Dame got hurt after game 3.
He got hurt during game 3.
During game 3,
and Chris was kind of hobbled towards the end.
Chris was compromised. Bobby got ejected. Like the Bucks were compromised injury wise. The Knicks
lost their starters.
Didn't have Randall. Didn't have Mitchell Robinson. Didn't have Bojan Bogdanović.
Yep. People forget about that one.
Yeah. Lost OG for basically every game after 2, which medical malpractice.
That man was running like he had to use the bathroom the whole time.
That man was prairie dogging on the court.
Prairie dog. That's what that's called.
Right. You trying to keep that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what it was called.
I didn't know that was called. That's disgusting.
Prairie dogging. That's funny.
But
Here's the time.
they lost OG. Josh Hart missed the game.
Brunson fractured his hand.
During game 7.
Yeah. So like they've gotten a lot of injury luck. How many injuries would it take, and to whom, for this to be a series where they can?
I don't even want to speak that into existence.
I'm just saying, like,
I know.
Even it out, like, is it 1 starter? Is it 2 starters? Is it 3?
To even it out, they would probably have to lose.
I'm not gonna say no names, but probably have to be 2.
I was gonna say they have to lose one of the starting guards and one of the forwards.
So 2.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah, because I mean, never mind. I don't want to say no names after that sentence. All right. Just
you
just
don't have that power.
I might not, but I also might.
I don't play. I still ain't gonna play with it. Exactly. I still ain't gonna play with it.
Real quick to wrap that up about the Pacers. I said they mogged just like they all had. I'm guessing he's referring to Reggie Miller, which Tyrese Halliburton is the new age Reggie Miller.
At least Reggie was fun to root against.
You don't have fun rooting against Tyrese?
No. I'm just annoyed the entire time.
Like genuine dislike.
Like just genuine, like he got Xbox heat. Like, just get this nigga off my TV screen.
Damn, is he Yeah, that's how I am with Paul Pierce.
Oh man,
I hate fat. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some wrestling, y'all. So, King and Queen of the Ring is this Saturday, May 25th. It is in Saudi Arabia, meaning the start time. Central time is going to be 11 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I ain't going to miss it. I'm watching later.
I thought it was a 12 o'clock Eastern start. Double check.
Yeah, I'm going to catch it later.
The point is, it's going to be on in the afternoon, y'all. It's going to be on in the afternoon.
The only thing I hate about when you can't watch it live when it's...
You got to wait.
Or you can't be on social media because they be like, oh, this person won't. Like, hey, no point in watching it.
Sly said that Tyrese Halliburton is a cornier Reggie Miller. That's hard to be cornier than Reggie Miller. Like, but
he pulled it off.
He definitely did. Definitely a cornball.
Yeah, 1 Eastern.
So a noon start time.
Yeah.
Okay, so noon Central time.
Okay.
What match are you most excited to see on this particular card? And we're going to predict who wins each match, but what match are you most excited to see?
My boy Chad, my boy Sammy, you know? I mean, and you got Bronson Reed in there too. I like Bronson Reed. But the Intercontinental Championship match they might steal the show.
You think so?
They have the potential to steal the show. They have 3 great workers. They have
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed is really good.
Fuck that.
Like he really. You don't fuck with Bronson Reed?
No, bro, he's not that
thick
good.
boy, man.
All he do is jump around, bro. All he do is jump. All he use his stomach for everything. He got T-Rex arms,
bro. But he got power. Like he does power moves as well. And for him to be that damn big, to be jumping like the way he is, it goes back to how it was at NXT. Where like, dog, these 300-pounders is doing flips and doing jumps and doing
like Keith
athletic.
Lee, bro.
Keith Lee was a one of one. Like Keith Lee was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to come back. But
by the way, for ages, people talk about Keith Lee. I thought they was talking about the wrestler. I did not know who the food critic dude was. I was like, I was like, the wrestler doing food reviews? And they was like, no, this is a former UFC dude. And I was like, oh.
He was in UFC?
I was like, what? No wonder he be so peaceful, because he know.
He said that quite often.
He got them hands.
He's like, look, I will defend myself if I need to.
I've seen him a couple times. My family. You got to put the hands together.
I'll protect us at all times. Just so you know.
Let's get into it. Okay.
But, no, it's
he had them greens. Oh my god,
dog.
He was disgusted with them greens. Keith Lee said, "Have y'all ever had greens that bad?"
Yes,
I haven't.
Yes,
I thank God I haven't.
When I was learning how to make
that'll make me not want to eat them no more.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Do that shit out. Do that shit out.
Hey, he looked at him like, who cooked these motherfuckers?
I guess I'm making this shit no more. That shit was terrible.
That was funny. This nigga's making kale and shit.
I don't know what the fuck it was. It was terrible. I tried to put some hot sauce on that motherfucker to try to kill it. It didn't help at all.
What did you do? How'd you cook?
It was like one of the first times I made them. So it was
were they fresh? Like you had to clean them?
No, it was the ones out the can.
Oh, get your motherfucking ass out of here!
Right. So I was like, it was the orange and yellow can. The glory greens. Bro.
Now listen, I grew up in a house where
he been telling you was cooking. You warmed some shit up.
The glory greens.
You ain't cooked that, nigga.
The glory greens. But then I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and
this nigga warmed some food up. Nobody cooked terrible. I'm thinking he out here cleaned them, cut them, all types of shit.
No, it was that was pretty bad.
So wait, I got to. Did you try to season them up?
Yeah, it was middle school. So it was like we had a potluck or something like this. So I was like 7th, 8th grade. So I was like, I'm trying to make some greens or something like that.
Do you remember what you seasoned them? I'm just kidding.
I made them for a potluck.
We had a potluck.
For a potluck.
We had a potluck. I also chose greens, but I went to my grandma and was like, "Hey, can you show me how to make these?"
Nope, I seen it enough times. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do it myself.
And you saw them take them out of a can?
No, I just seen them seasoning them and shit. It was terrible. It was a bad cooking experience.
This nigga
I was in the kitchen and shit. I was like, yeah, this shit gonna be fire. This shit gonna be fire. I threw them in the pot and everything like that. I wasn't even tasting it while I was cooking it and shit like that. As soon as I got done, I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and try some of this shit and take it with me. I was like, God, what the fuck was that? I was like, you know what? I still took it to school.
With some canned greens.
I was like, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Why nobody touch them motherfuckers?
My nigga said canned greens.
Listen, if you get canned greens, you gotta be a greens expert already.
Because you gotta doctor it up.
Yeah, you gotta doctor it up. I figured I could just doctor the shit up.
My man said I cooked some greens. Then he goes, "I the can." Hey, Aaron, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a very bad experience. It was a learning experience.
Hey,
I can't believe you did
Can you
that.
cook now?
Yeah.
I'm not.
you cook greens now.
Look, I'm gonna let Sam, start it off. She can go ahead and peel and clean them for me and shit like that. And I'll do the rest.
Shit.
But
For real
You do
though.
the hard part.
hey, listen, I learned
My
from
nigga
my
had the
mistakes.
seasonings.
No, I'll say this: the cleaning is the tedious part. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily hard, but it's a lot of like.
You gotta make
Yeah,
sure there's
little
enough
shit.
water in there.
Mhm.
You make sure your smoked
Man, then you
meat is
gotta
right.
You had, man.
Yeah, dog.
But you did it for
I
a
feel-
potluck is hilarious.
I just
man.
feel like you lying to me and you still can't make greens.
Oh,
That's
man.
bullshit. I used bacon though. Like I didn't use no meat that time either. I used the cubed ham. No, I used the cubed ham that came in like little packets, like the lunch meat joints.
Where were your parents?
My nigga put
I was at
spam. My nigga put spam in greens.
It was
man.
8th grade, bro. So I was at this
Fuck
time. I'm
that
already like
sausage.
13, 14. So like I was at the crib. I was like, hey, I can take it to a pilot. I can do this shit.
Hey, they
It was
probably like,
terrible.
who the fuck?
It was terrible.
Who the fuck brought that shit?
It was terrible.
Hey, Tim was sitting there waiting for people to taste it.
I was, bro. I
Looking
was in the
at
back. I was like,
motherfuckers.
okay, somebody go try
Looking
these
proud.
motherfuckers. People was opening it up, looking at it. Nah.
Hell no.
You can tell by how it looked a lot of times. Like
My
this-
man's put
Nah.
spam and greens, fam, and canned
Nah.
greens.
all right.
Yeah, it was bad.
You
I want to
hilarious,
ask you to bring. Why don't you make us some greens?
Hey
Yeah,
man,
I'll bring
I'm,
some- I'll bring
I'm
some
good,
on
boss.
I'll bring some on Saturday.
I'm good.
No, I
bro.
didn't ask.
You said make it. You ain't give me a time frame. You said make it
bring
and give me
him to
some.
the studio here.
Oh shit.
Nah, he can take them on Saturday.
No, he
Oh, my
cannot. He ain't
God.
poisoning my
Man, you
mama.
ain't gonna be poisoning no damn body. Don't do me like this. Do not do me
Hey,
like
they gonna be
this.
wondering who cooked the green. Everybody gonna point at this nigga.
Motherfuckers gonna be fired. That's all I know.
All right,
Oh,
we'll get in this here. Sly got a comment about the greens. He said, I suck at greens and I just buy them instead because never can. I ain't gonna lie. We was broke growing up. Sometimes we had canned greens.
hey
It's
man,
just-
that's cool, but not for a potluck, fam.
and not for a holiday.
Because you told them people you could cook, fam.
I
And
said
then
I
you
was gonna bring some
And then
greens.
you showed up with that bullshit. Hey, somebody's mouth was ready for the motherfucker.
You know they
Niggas
all
is
like,
disappointed.
I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring this. I'm like, I'll bring some greens. Okay.
No, you hilarious.
The ancestors were sad. They looked down on you with disgust that day.
You
Single
hilarious, fam.
One, like the glory tear just fell right from their eyes in the sky, man. That's tough.
Glory greens. I see what you did there.
You see what I'm saying? That might be the title. Glory.
With the can.
With the can.
With Tim Face on the can.
Yes, there you go, right there. That shit is hilarious.
And if I can find out a way to put a single tear on it, I swear I will. All right, anywho. You most excited to see the Intercontinental match. Eric, what about you?
I also said the IC match, basically by process of elimination. Like, I'm not really. Part of it is like there are 5 matches that we know of on the card.
It probably gonna stay that
We
way.
only know of 3 of them. So it's kind of like I don't really know what to do with this card, but I haven't seen Sammy. I haven't seen Sammy defend the IC title on pay-per-view or PLE, whatever, since WrestleMania. So
Looking forward to it.
looking forward to see what they do with that story. I didn't know where else to put this in, but I have another rant. Like, can people just enjoy shit? Like, I'm already seeing people
Bro.
like, I'm over Jey Uso. Like, get the tag titles off of Awesome Truth. Like, why are you making tag titles a joke? Like, just sit back and be entertained. It's okay. Like, everything ain't got to be like work rate, New Japan, flippy bullshit. Like, sometimes just
I don't want
vibe
to see
out.
that shit all the time, though. All that flipping and shit, like that's cool every once in a while, but come on.
That's what I'm
fam.
saying. Like, wrestling
Y'all
is
counter
a
everything?
variety show. It you get a variety of different things. Like,
Yeah.
some people are fucking Gunther, some people are Bret Hart, some people are Jey Uso, some people are fucking Santino. Like,
Yeah.
it's different strokes for different folks. It's like, if this don't
Stroke.
move you, it's probably gonna be a match on the card that does.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
enjoy that. And like, in the course of the King of the Ring, people are getting beat because like you have stars in this thing and
Mhm.
somebody got to win. So
At some point, yeah.
it's like, it's not a burial if somebody loses one match to another guy that's high up on the card. Like, Carmelo Hayes losing to Randy Orton, that's not a burial. Like, he's on TV, he has a feud.
Yeah.
Like, they see big things in him. That's obvious.
Mhm.
Ilya Dragunov, same thing. Like, him losing to Jey Uso, like, Jay ain't losing
Get
to
the
people clean.
It's also about how you lose too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and like, it's all of like a good match isn't predicated on like he had a good match because he won the match. No, he had a good match because like the match was entertaining. People enjoyed it. People got invested in it. And then there was a winner at the end. Like that shit. Like I don't know what the fuck people are watching for, if not to you know what I mean, like
to dictate,
to get it exactly their way and their way only.
And like I said that before WrestleMania, where it's like if they did exactly what you wanted every time, you would say this shit is predictable, it's boring, blah blah blah.
I knew they was gonna do that.
it's so, and like maybe that's just me. Like I need to just ignore wrestling Twitter, but it's just
they toxic as shit.
Jey Uso, he only got 2 moves. Like okay, but his interest is vibes and his matches be fun. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
It is. He do only have he has a limited move set, but still,
so did John
it's still in it exactly, and it's still
5 moves a day.
Yeah.
And now he got R-Truth out here doing his moves.
I mean, shit. But Randy Orton only do a couple moves now.
You do, and I'd be entertained like a mug.
Exactly. Like it's fine.
Like a mug.
As long as you don't get like Hogan status, that shit was sad. His whole career.
Hogan bitch ass nigga. So like
yeah, exactly.
The match I'm most looking forward to. Yeah. Okay, Speed Racer.
Try to get home first time.
Right. The match I'm most looking forward to has got to be the King of the Ring match. I don't even know exactly who Gunther is going to be going up against. I'm going to assume it's Randy Orton. That's my prediction here.
That's going to be good.
And I'm here for the match
because that'd be a good match.
There has been some good wrestling happening throughout this tournament.
That's been the greatest thing about this tournament so
exactly. At first, I thought they were going to do it old school where you wrestle twice on the pay-per-view. Like you have the semifinals and then you have the finals. But I'm not mad at the finals happening ahead of time or semifinals ahead of time. And then it happens. So I'm very much looking forward to that match. Dan?
I'm looking forward to Cody and Logan Paul. Not just because I'm a Cody fan, but Logan Paul puts on really good matches.
He does.
Yeah, he shows up. He always shows up for.
I'm sorry, I got the graphic already, and I put Tim Face on the can, and it made me laugh immediately.
That shit funny.
Let me see what you got over there.
Hell no, that is hilarious. That is funny. Oh yeah, y'all be ready for this one. That shit's funny as hell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That nigga got the.
Speaking of pictures, like I just saw your Twitter picture. Like you got the
professional
headshots.
Hey, hold on, wait.
Oh yeah, I'm out here. I'm out here.
You got a what?
I guess you don't really tweet anything egregious, but
I don't.
Like knowing you. How you talk, and then, like
I'll be censoring myself. I gotta look at everything I put on 3 times, especially when.
Oh no! Hell no! Is this AI?
Don't hate, fam.
Then he said, "Yo."
It's the filters on that bitch though.
it looks like it's a computer filter on this motherfucker here. I mean, it's a good headshot.
Niggas ain't shit.
That's funny.
Oh, hey, ass niggas.
Niggas ain't shit. You were making fun of me for being sick last week.
Oh, no. You did. You definitely called that nigga a pirate.
Called me Forrest Whitaker. I remember.
That was still. That what he mean.
Hey, leave me out of this. He was talking to you.
Same vein.
Oh shit!
Right.
So on the joke.
So you most excited about Cody?
Yeah, Cody and Logan Paul. Logan Paul always puts on a great match. Man, y'all chill up. Nigga can't even talk about my nigga no more. Boy, it's all bad.
You don't want to. You said get rid of the belt.
Right. I didn't say get rid of the belt. I said heel turn.
Why he need a character change?
I don't say
why he need a character change.
Not right now.
When?
Build towards it.
When?
After Mania.
A year from now.
Yeah, I didn't say right away.
That's the way we said it.
You gotta ride this all the way to Mania, bro. You can't.
Right.
You said he got stale. That's what I heard.
I ain't say nigga was stale.
You kinda. You said.
Like, why would he have to change his character
if it wasn't stale?
Why even consider it?
I mean, my nigga talked. He said the same thing.
So. Oh, you part of the problem.
He realized that right now.
You part of the problem.
What Eric was just talking about.
I've been watching him since AEW.
No. He been the same character since AEW.
You deserve what?
Better than what?
Better than what?
Hey man, he's the greatest champion we've had.
Oh, here you go. Now, don't lie now.
All right, let's do some predictions.
Greatest champion we've had in a long time.
Like we said, it's a 5-match card. The Backlash, that was a 5-match card. I actually like the smaller.
Me too.
Paper PLEs. Because like it gives it time. I think you mentioned that before last time. It's like it gives it time to kind of like marinate. Like you don't have to like try to rush through, and there aren't squashes or whatever. Just vibe out.
Exactly.
So, appreciate that.
Exactly. So, all right, let's make some predictions here. We're gonna start keeping track of our pay-per-view wrestling predictions as well. I think that's gonna be fun. It's pretty much our annual show. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Our annual show right here, right now. So let's see. We get back around WrestleMania season. Who got the best booking eye? Who can tell the way that's gonna go? So
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Undisputed WWE Championship match: Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. This is only for Cody's belt. Cody's belt only. Who wins this match?
Cody.
I got Cody as well.
Logan wins, but not win.
So he can't get the title. That makes sense.
So actually, I guess that would
I won't be
So
mad
that'll
at that.
make Cody the
mean
winner
Cody
by
has to
DQ.
cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I just feel like some way like Logan Paul comes out on top, but he don't win the title.
That's fair. I think that fits.
Yeah.
That fits his character.
Mm-hmm.
The Women's World Championship match: Becky Lynch, who is the champion, going up against Liv Morgan.
Still feel like it's too easy for like Liv to get the title now, so I'm gonna say Becky for it.
Yeah, Becky. They got to build a little bit.
I feel the opposite.
I feel like if any belt is going to change hands
It's
at
that
this
one.
event, it's going to be this.
Oh,
one.
but then she did want to take a break too, right?
Right.
She wanted to take a
yeah.
break.
I
Liv,
just thought about that.
I feel like the only time that if they really want to give her a run, the best time to do it is
Is
when
now.
you have Belair out the picture, Charlotte out the picture, Rhea out the picture,
it does make sense.
get Becky out the picture. Then she will be on her revenge tour. This completes her quote unquote revenge tour and allows her to have another title run until Rhea comes back.
Yeah,
But I
that
mean, I
makes
guess
sense.
if she's talking about like her revenge tour, like what else is there at this point if she's just the title right now?
I mean, shit, that'd be full. She took care of Rhea. She took care of Becky. She won her match in order to get there. Like she did what she been on a heel turn. So she's been doing what she's needed to do to kind of complete her comeback.
I guess you don't build to a heel win, so I don't know.
right. So
maybe yeah, I think I'll push that actually.
So you going with
Yeah, I think I'm switching too.
They are like Liv Morgan. They're putting like little Easter eggs in the background of Raw.
Yeah, I've been seeing
like
that.
wrestlers doing stuff
Yeah,
with each other.
I love it.
So you be like, ain't that?
Why is
Why
Liv
they
getting
been-
that card?
Yeah,
But wasn't Liv also with
Dominic.
Yeah,
Coming out the
like
locker
a few
room.
weeks ago. Yeah.
She about to be Judgment Day. She gonna take Rhea.
Oh
What
shit!
if that's the completion of her revenge?
Damn, she take
and
over.
Dom come out and help her win the title.
Oh shit!
No, he can't do that to mommy.
Oh shit!
I mean, they was in the locker. Why he in the locker room with old girl?
That'll make me like
They
Liv
had, like-
because I don't like her character.
she
though.
had a picture where like she was posing, and then there was like a little bit of like a purple handkerchief and coming out of her pocket.
Oh, dope. Oh, Goth Liz. Liv, I like that.
See, y'all making me want to switch my.
It makes sense. Tim made a he made a
that's
great
what
point.
I said. Like, if any belt
Yeah.
was changing hands on Saturday, is going
would
to
be
be
that
that
one.
belt.
Mhm.
It
makes sense because
It
it's
does
the only
make sense.
time that will work for her.
Truly, like
she's not-
everybody be out the way, and everybody else that's still there is
Yeah.
kind of newer.
You know, I said it before. Like in her in ring is not. Becky's going to carry this entire match, but
You give
Morgan's
Becky
going to win,
the transitional champ who don't mind putting like.
and she want to take off anyway.
I
so
feel
that
like
makes
Valkyrie's
sense.
gonna win the women's King of the Ring because she's her
Queen of the
protege, the Queen of the Ring. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
because she's Becky's protege,
Yeah.
and everything. She
Oh,
already
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
we'll talk about that match when we get there. I'm gonna keep my Becky retains.
The back
pick.
stir.
I don't feel great about it, but I'm gonna keep that.
Okay.
Intercontinental Championship: Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. Who y'all got?
Sammy,
Same, and I think he pins Bronson Reed.
he go hold on to it for a while.
Yeah, that's the thing about like all these long title reigns. It's like when they do change hands, it's like the first couple months you don't expect it, like you don't
Yep.
expect them to lose, so it kind of takes some of the suspense out of it.
Mhm.
I also have said.
King of the Ring finals. Now, as we mentioned, we do not know at this point in the recording who is going to be representing SmackDown in this match, but we do know that Gunther is the Raw finalist, and he will be going up against either Randy Orton or Tama Tonga. It looks like everybody except for Tim thinks that it's going to be Randy winning the SmackDown side of things and going on, but we all seem to think that Gunther is going to win regardless.
Yes,
Gunther.
this because I feel like this is gonna be his push to the next level.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't think Tama's ready for that yet.
True, but I mean, but like, it's what I was looking at it is they're still pushing the bloodlines.
Yeah, I was like, he gonna get pushed, but not at this moment. I don't feel like
Because here's
It's
the
not
thing
time
with,
yet.
I think that Tama losing to Gunther would be bad for Tama, but I think if you find a way to have like the old, like just Randy Orton, the guy who's never had a King of the Ring, this thing trying to check off his checklist, and he goes and he loses to Gunther, it doesn't hurt Randy to lose like it would hurt Tama to lose the King of the Ring finals.
That makes
sense. Like to bring real world stuff into it, like I gotta imagine like Saudis are paying all that money for
Randy Orton,
like they want Randy Orton on that show.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
Okay. We all got Gunther winning though. So Queen of the Ring finals. Is it Lyra?
Yeah.
How you say her last name?
Lyra Valkyria.
Valkyria. Going against either Nia Jax or Bianca Belair. Tim and Eric think Bianca will win on the SmackDown side. Me and Ken think it's going to be Nia Jax. I think they're going to play into that knee angle that Bianca has, and Nia will win that.
And then Nia has been playing. She's been pretty good doing her heel thing, like being the bad woman, right, or whatever. So I feel like they're going to go hard with that, and I think that's the reason why she's going to win.
You mentioned the knee thing. I like that they're like building on injury. Like
Same.
You actually sustain damage and it carries from week to week. Like under Vince, like it was just like it was a fresh reset every week. Like you just come out. You
broke his leg last week. He's good this week.
Like if you work a knee injury 1 week, like it should carry over. Like it should be like, oh yeah, he got a weak knee, so I'm gonna target that because dude just targeted that.
I feel like
they're doing it with Randy Orton too.
Jade and Nia's interaction last week,
where her daughter
on SmackDown, they was just beating the shit out of each other with stuff. I feel that's going to play into Bianca winning because I feel like Jade may come. It's a tag team partner too. Jade may distract her a little bit or just enough for Bianca to win, regardless of the knee.
Yeah,
hit her with a move, whatever the case may be, and then Jade proceeds to pick up where they left off last week, start beating the hell out of each other.
But I can also see that backfiring and Jade coming in and getting her disqualified.
Yeah.
And she's so mad because she fucked her daughter.
Fair.
Which your mommy sucks. No, she doesn't.
I love that. That was great. When she looked at her and said, your mom sucks. I was like, hey, yo. But yeah, I think that Nia Jax is going to be Queen of the Ring. Eric, you think it's going to be Bianca, apparently. And Tim, you going with Lyra?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because I feel like what they're trying to do right now is build the divisions. Like outside of the main stars that they have, they're trying to build some of the newer folks too. Correct. And she had a nice run in NXT. It looks like they're kind of allowing some of that NXT polish to come up to the main roster, like with Tiff, Dragunov, even though he lost to Jay. Jay was the first pick in the draft, like first round pick in the draft. Like
same thing with Carmelo Hayes losing, where it's like you lost
to and Cody Rhodes. Like you're not losing to just the random. I won't call them random, but like you're not losing to some of the lesser. You're losing to the top guys on the shows.
Right. And like I'm just thinking about. I'm putting this together now. It's like you have those guys coming in against like super top level superstars, and then you got Braun Breaker like pissed off,
destroying motherfuckers in the back
because he's putting them up against jobbers, and it's like, okay, that makes sense.
They're keeping the luster from NXT and they're carrying it finally. Where Vince like, no, fuck all of that shit. We finna change everything about you. Like, no, they've been following these cats. People have been following them. They probably don't expect them to dominate like that right away because it's the main roster. But at least if you keep some of that moxie that they had down there and bring it up with them, then it allows them to
so that moxie.
This man going in his
Jesus.
They're allowing them to still keep the fan base that they had down there, as opposed to losing the heat or losing the fanfare that they had from the jump. Like you spent all these years building these cats, and all of a sudden you call them up and like, you don't mean shit. Like
you got to work your way up through the
right now. You got to rebuild all of that, and sometimes you get stale. A la what's old boy TikTok, the clock. And his girl, he with AOP now. Oh, Karrion Kross.
Yeah, that's a bad example, that man never had any type of aura.
Adam Cole for sure.
But I used to love Adam Cole.
Like they would have, right? But no, I feel like they're going to continue building her because she had a nice run down there. She was the NXT Women's Champion. She beat Becky for the NXT Women's Championship when Becky had it. Okay. So it's not like she has like a weak resume. Like I feel like they'll allow her to continue that push. That's why I think they'll let her win.
Well, like I said to start this off, like I don't think you have to necessarily win to get that push. Like the fact that she made the finals should be in of itself.
And she'll probably put on a hell of a match. But if it's Bianca, they'll put on the show.
It'll be a show regardless. I think
it's a good showcase for her.
Yeah, it's only 5 matches on the card as we've mentioned, so they should all get some time to really wrestle here.
Also, I don't know if they actually gonna put them crowns on, but them crowns are clean.
Cold. Cold crowns.
Hold on, Jay.
All right. Those are our king and queen of the ring predictions. Now,
I can figure out a way to pull that off in real life. I don't get one.
Now, I was listening to the NFL Ringer podcast, and for the schedule of releases, they had a draft, a 5-round snake draft where they drafted all different types of games. And I thought that was super dope. So we're going to steal that idea over here and do it. We're going to alternate a little bit. We're only going to do 4 rounds. We are going to all have to make sure we have one holiday game, one international game, one primetime game, and then one regular game, meaning a noon or a 3:25 start.
Okay.
I did a random number generator when I was putting together the doc, and the draft order goes Tim, Eric, Ken, and then me.
Well, that's fortunate.
So, you said that's what?
Well, that's fortunate. You get the rebound pick.
I was hoping at least that I'll explain at the end because I don't want to give my strategy away yet. But yeah, the first pick is the most valuable here. So, Tim, looking at the NFL schedule, this is pretty much like if you listen. The NFL is on all different types of streaming services now. This is the Tim package.
Oh, Lord
you guys are filthy.
Lord have mercy.
You want to talk about Tim's package?
I said. Anywho, first round draft pick. What you going with?
Primetime game, right? Or any of them, it don't matter.
You got the first pick, sir. The whole board is open to you.
Oh shit!
Already.
Well then, if that's the, because I was looking at the night games, but I didn't realize we could do like the holiday too. I thought we were doing like holiday and then primetime and then like pick one of each of them.
Craft your team
with
4 of those types of games. You can pick whichever order you get to them to get there.
Okay. Well then I will do Thursday night football, Baltimore versus Kansas City Chiefs for my first pick.
All right, make sure you drop it in the doc so we can keep track of that. So you went with your primetime game.
Primetime game first. Yep.
Okay.
I got Packers and Philly.
That's why I wanted the number 1 draft pick. That is the best international game on the slate. There's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's the first game in South America ever in NFL. Like, tickets are like $1,100 right now for that game.
Yikes.
Honestly, if you want an excuse to go to Rio, like,
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I feel it.
Rio's that.
All right, Ken, what's your first pick?
My first pick is going to be a Sunday night game. I want to go Dallas and San Francisco week 8.
I want to see that shit.
Why that game? Is it just like is it the crowd because you know it's going to be the Cowboys coming in?
Yeah, exactly. That's because of that.
We're really going to get to a point where like there's going to be like 3 noon games on Sundays.
No, they're going to always have some noon games here.
I'm saying like every week is going to have like 3 to 5 noon games, and that's it. Because like they're going to dilute the schedule to a point where
it's not even that many Sunday games anymore.
No, you got Thursday night football, you got Friday night football, you got Saturday football.
So much Sunday, football.
Sunday night, you got Sunday afternoon. Like you got the international games, so those are in the morning.
You got Wednesday on Christmas.
Right.
All right, so for my draft pick here, I'm going to go with an international game, and I'm going to go with the New York Jets against the Minnesota Vikings in London. Okay. I think that's the second best international game on the slate. And then coming back around from my first pick of the second round, I'm going to get my holiday game out the way. I'm going to go ahead and grab, make sure this ain't taken. I'm going to take Miami coming to Green Bay for Thanksgiving night. That's that's going to be fun.
Looking at that one.
That's my holiday game. Ken.
I am going to go with the holiday game too. I'm actually going to go. Christmas, Baltimore and Houston.
Okay.
I'm high on Houston this year.
As you should be.
No, they gonna be fun to watch. They offense,
black
crazy.
Quarterbacks,
crazy offense, bro.
My draft low key trash. Like after I say each one, I'm like, fam, I just looked at 3 other ones I should have picked. But it's all good.
Cowboys.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, fuck them.
Spam green.
Spam green.
Hey, that's all right, bro.
All right, Eric, I believe it's back on you.
I go Niners Packers, November 24th.
That's just
regular season?
Regular
Yeah.
game.
Okay.
Packers really don't have like any games I'm like, aside from the Philly game like that, I'm really circling on my calendar, honestly.
I'm gonna take the Thanksgiving Bears versus the Lions.
That's gonna be a slobber knocker.
Be a fun ass game. Then for my international game, I will take the.
Oh shit! I gotta do it.
Ain't that many good ones left?
Yeah, I
It
know.
ain't.
That's a
Damn, this.
Horse just accused
I'm
me.
trying
I feel like it should be Ken's draft. I'm gonna take the Jaguars versus the Bears.
All right. God damn. You leave me get that about it, bitch.
Better, you're gonna have to pick
Disgusting.
the Giants and the.
Oh, that's yuck. That drive trash, man.
Oh, it's not coming.
Eric, who you got? You need your
Oh, yeah.
you need your holiday and your prime time.
I need to work my season.
Wait.
I'll do Packers Lions on December 5th as well. Prime time game.
Okay. Ken, Baltimore Houston was your what game?
That is a
Holiday.
Christmas
Okay.
on Netflix.
So you need a regular game and an international game.
Mm-hmm. See what I can do. Shit. This gonna be garbage. It's gonna be garbage.
It ain't that slim picking.
Yeah, it's gonna be Triz ash. I'm gonna go December 30th, the Lions and the 49ers. Why am I fucking picking the Niners again? The 49ers.
Wait, Niners at home?
Lions. That game probably is gonna matter.
That's the
It's-
last game
yeah.
of the season.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's the
That
game
game
that
gonna
that was gonna be
Yeah.
my last pick.
Yeah. It's actually gonna matter. That's why I was like, at least I
Okay.
can make up for that.
It's literally the last
Damn,
game
my
of the season.
drive garbage.
Are they gonna do where
Wait,
you
that's
play
what's
your
going Ken spot.
Yeah.
So for my next pick here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my primetime game. I'm surprised this is still on the board. And that is the season opener, Ravens Chiefs Thursday night.
I got that.
I didn't
Oh,
even
you
see
did?
that.
Yeah, that's my first pick.
Dang. Okay, hold on. We got Bills Ravens. Start taking.
No, that's a good one.
Okay, let me go Bills Ravens then. Sunday Night Football Week 4. That's my primetime game. So Buffalo.
So what I gotta do?
And oh boy, cover your mouth, brother. I ain't trying to get sick for my birthday now. And then I need just a regular game. Regular game. I could go Packers Bears to end the season just because that is just
Do it.
Don't break the. But I feel like that's going to be slanted. I need like a Cowboys game on my schedule. I need.
We'll let Tim tell it.
Hey, listen.
Is all the Eagles Dallas games prime time this season? I got to check that real quick. Because if not, I'm gonna go Dallas, Philly. Let's see. I think it's regular season game. It's a regular season game. So let me go Dallas, Philly for my final pick here.
Give me. Oh, it's on Eric. Damn. It's on Ken. Yeah. I was looking at your name for a game that I.
International game, Jets, Vikings. My list.
I have that.
Garbage.
That's my international game.
Oh shit. Well, I guess
You're gonna have to take that. I told you, boy. You're gonna do
that's that, but I don't want to see that.
You definitely about
This
to
is
be-
something about the Patriots that I cannot get with.
Go ahead, take that. Giants.
Yeah, give me the Giants,
Panthers
Panthers, man.
in Germany.
It's already garbage anyway. My drive horrible.
You ain't feeling it.
Not at all.
Not feeling your package.
No, oh shit.
Yeah.
I got KC versus Pittsburgh on Christmas.
That's not a bad Christmas game.
Yeah.
That's a good holiday game.
Man, that's drive. I'm glad we don't put polls up no more.
So I was looking at the. It's a primetime game though.
Prime time.
Can't pick it then. Wait, no, you need a primetime game.
I got my primetime game. That's Thursday night football.
Eric, okay, I got you.
Uh,
You need your regular game. Go ahead, take that Bears Packers I was just talking about.
I don't want it.
Oh, I think that's a great game. Week 18, end of season. Last game of the year.
I don't want it.
Williams versus Love.
Shit. That is a Sunday night game. Fuck, bro. That's the only problem. The regular season.
That's the problem.
There's so many games. Shit.
You gotta pick one. The clock is ticking. It's no time to put your card up.
It is, and I'm trying to run through these shits, bro.
I gave him a good one.
Exactly. Just take that, nigga. So
I don't want to. Look, just because your list suck.
You ain't even got no Packer. Oh, I guess you already got a Cow or a Bears game, so you probably don't want to repeat.
Do it.
I was looking for a Packer game, but let's see. I hit our team.
You might as well pick Packers against anybody.
We about to assign you a game in a second.
Don't just assign one, bro.
Niggas trying to go home.
Time is ticking.
I hear you. I hear what y'all trying to tell me, and I'm trying to work it out here.
Colts Packers, Titans Packers, Vikings Packers.
There you go.
Rams Packers.
There you go.
I take the Rams Packers.
There you go.
Oh,
Exactly. Pick the worst out of the ones you just named.
Y'all niggas tell me to hurry up. I hurry up, pick one, and then you got some shit to say. Leave me be.
Is complete.
Hey, mine trash. I don't give a damn.
Here are the teams. Y'all let us know if we were all individual streaming services, which one would you sign up for to watch their package of games? All right, did I say it right this time? Tim, your games. You have for your prime time. You have Baltimore versus Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
For your holiday game, you got the Bears and the Lions on Thanksgiving. I believe that is.
Mm-hmm.
Your international game is the Jaguars and the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And then your regular season game is the Rams versus the Packers.
Okay.
There was a good Packers game on the board here. I just looked at it and I said,
Because I wanted the Packers 49ers, but Eric took it.
Should have took Packers Texans, actually. Eric, though, his primetime game is the Packers and the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
His holiday game is the Chiefs and the Steelers. International game is the Packers and the Eagles in Brazil. And the regular game is the Packers and the 49ers. Ken's team here, his primetime game is Baltimore versus Houston. His holiday game, wait, hold on. His primetime game is Dallas versus San Francisco. My bad. His holiday game is Baltimore versus Houston.
Yes.
International game is the Giants versus the Panthers. And his regular game is the 49ers versus the Lions.
Say it again.
You don't want to hear that again.
No, I'm joking.
That list wasn't that good. All right. For me, my primetime game is Buffalo versus Baltimore. My holiday game is Miami versus Green Bay. My international game is the Jets versus the Vikings. And then my regular game is the Cowboys and the Eagles. So, yeah, let us know. Damn right, we don't do polls no more, but we might do a poll for this one.
No, we don't need to.
Polls for the package.
Polls for the package.
All right. Okay, I feel like the sky is changing. Let's do these quick hits and get out of here. So, we have some NBA award news. We have our all-rookie teams and our all-defensive teams for the all-rookie teams. First team, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Brandon Miller, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Brandon Podziemski. Second team, Derek Lively II, G.G. Jackson II, Keontae George, Amen Thompson, and Carson Wallace. Do y'all feel that case? Do y'all feel like anybody was slighted? Any snubs here?
I don't see any.
The next one out would have been, next one in would have been Trace Jackson Davis from Golden State. So it's like,
feel that. All defensive teams. First team, and keep in mind there are no positions for all defensive teams.
I seen that. I was like, oh shit.
First team is Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, Bam Adebayo, Anthony Davis, and Herb Jones. Second team is Alex Caruso, Drew Holiday, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Suggs, and Derek White. Any snubs for all defensive team?
No.
I would just say it's jarring to not see Giannis's name not on all defensive team.
I didn't look at the voting. Was he even close?
No. He was like...
He had like 6 second place votes. Like, I think that was about it.
Yeah.
Another thing we can blame Adrian Griffin for.
Hey, listen, them guards make Brook look terrible throughout the year. Worse than what he actually is.
Yeah, I think Brook only got like 2 votes. Bobby Portis got 1.
which tells you what a joke the voting is. But
all right, so Caitlin Clark has had a rough start to her WNBA career. I just wanted to ask y'all, is this something or is this nothing? We kind of were texting about it a little bit, but I think the people need to hear the thoughts here.
Not a damn thing. There's nothing to it.
It's nothing.
I think it's nothing.
3 games in.
Exactly.
It's okay. Just
she'll be all right.
Coming in and expecting her to be the MVP of the W was stupid to begin with.
Yes.
So if you think
nuts.
that this is disappointing, then
A little bit of context.
you don't know who.
They cut draft picks same year that they're drafted.
Yeah.
First or second round. You are literally going. So consider one of the best teams, South Carolina, in college.
Mm-hmm.
Team stacked, undefeated. This, that, and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
The W is full of players that are better than them. Aaliyah Boston, and plus the team that she's on was the number 1 pick this year in the draft because they weren't that good last year, which took Aaliyah Boston last year with the number 1 pick in the draft. Everybody in the W is cold-blooded, cold-blooded, bro. Like, you have to contend with literally the best of the best.
And they had a tough start to their season.
They had not the defending champs, but they had one of the best teams, runner-up, wasn't it?
They had Connecticut twice, and they had
one of the best
New York.
defensive teams last year, and New York was the runner-up
in the finals. Yeah.
So it's like you're going against literally the best of the best to start your season off. You're going to have a problem.
Yeah, and they're not going. Ain't nobody gonna treat you nice either. It's like they understand everything that you have done for women's basketball, and your quote unquote they want to give you like the savior role or whatever, or feel like like you're Steph Curry or like you're the next hot thing. Like these women ain't finna play with you. Like they finna bust your ass every single night. Like it's not gonna be exactly. It's not gonna be sweet. Yeah,
like Caitlin doesn't want the preferential treatment. She doesn't want y'all to think like she needs people to take it easy on. Like she's a competitor. She wants to get better so she can start busting ass like she's been doing her entire life.
And it's
it's like you don't have to coddle her. You don't have to like like why are they trying to why are they going there? So, like it's competition. Like these are there's a league full of grown ass women that are competing for their livelihoods. Like you said, like people get cut all the time that are like have been superstars at every level that they've been on, and then they get to the W because they're only 12 teams?
Yeah.
And 12 spots on 12 teams, like,
and everybody cold, bro. Everybody.
It's a very competitive league. So like no, you shouldn't expect her to come in and just like dog walk everybody, but she's going to get better. She's gonna there's nothing that I've seen from her so far that makes me think that she'll be a bust or be
not at all.
That she'll struggle. Like if struggling for her is like what she's done so far, it's like
she's
that's
gonna be all right.
She'll be all right.
You know what I mean? Like,
she's gonna be all right.
Pretty good low point. Yeah. She's only going to get better from here.
Yeah, she is okay.
That's a fact. All right, and the WNBA is investigating a deal in which the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority announced it will provide a $100,000 annual sponsorship to each Aces player for this season and the next in the league. And hold on now. We need to investigate this.
Why?
Because they don't want it to be unfair compensation. It has to be
because it's giving them a leg up recruiting and players and all of that. Yeah,
it has to be a true. Because you can have a sponsorship, so they're trying to figure out the sponsorship with the team or is it with the players. They trying to figure it all out. And listen, Sid, that girl, she is
Sydney Colson, not Sid.
Yeah.
Oh, not Sid from Internet. Yes. She was tweeting about the investigation, and I was just like, this girl is hilarious. Like, she just be saying some funny stuff. So if y'all don't follow Sid Collison on Twitter,
do so.
You should do that. You should do that. But
just talking about bumping boxes, that's only.
I would say I'm sorry, just the final note on the Caitlin Clark thing. I would say the only thing that she really desperately needs to work on them fucking turnovers.
But that's gonna happen though.
She getting pressed.
The game, the speed is faster. Everyone is like way better. Like the people that she was playing against in college, like, hey, no, she has not seen competition like she's seeing right now in the W.
Also, think about how short a time ago it was that she was playing for Iowa.
Yeah.
Like
months ago.
It's a whirlwind from the end of the college season to the start of the W season. So like she's getting to know a whole new group of teammates, a whole new system, a whole new coach, a whole new city. Like
everything.
It takes time. It's fine. Like we have this instant gratification society where it's like people don't want to wait for things anymore. It's like let shit breathe.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
That's a word. We can end it right there. That's a word. Hope y'all enjoyed the show this week. As a reminder, if you have not yet already, subscribe to YouTube, like up the video as you hear my voice telling you to like up the video. On audio platforms, rate the show 5 stars or better. And of course, show us what that word of mouth do and put somebody new onto Tech File. What you say, Tim? Have them come quick. Have them come quick. And we got to storm the beat. So if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On the Twitter and the Instagram and these PSN 2K Final Fantasy Hogwarts streets at Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
I'm El Campeon. At Buster on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram, KHarris216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. That felt good.
I ain't got time for that.
See y'all next week.
Oh, this feels good.
What is this band on? Hell no. I'll surprise you, nigga. T.I. Photosynthesis. Hypothesis. That's nuts.